Prince Harry being snubbed with FIFA games.
Yes, I'm not quite good at this sport. Apparently there's a big football soccer event.
You've heard of it?
The World Cup.
Yes, that's right.
And it's happening here in the United States of America, because when you think football, you do think America. Absolutely not. But they're doing it here.
Right.
And Harry was rumoured to be going. Absolutely not. He's not going. And it's because of his falling out with David Beckham. David Beckham is going to own this.
Can David Beckham keep someone out?
I don't think he can, but I think they don't want to put him in an awkward position.
Why do these people hate each other?
Well, Harry allegedly accused David of leaking stories about him. So they thought David and Victoria were leaking stories. And if you say that, if you accuse somebody of leaking your private business, that's a line in the sand. And so they fell out. And I think, too, that the relationships between the brothers is so ugly, William and Harry, that you have to pick a side. And David wants that knighthood, and so he picked William. Wow. He's not going to not pick the king. And so they've had a terrible falling out. The football match, the soccer match starts, I think, on Friday. Don't expect to see Harry there, but expect to see David Beckham all over this. And he's going to make a ton of money because he's doing every commercial, from chewing gum to deodorant. So every commercial
he needs money.
Exactly. So every commercial you're going to see is going to be David Beckham. Yeah. Poor Harry, no longer invited to the big stuff anymore.
Can I just ask, who gives Meghan and Harry tickets to every major marquee American sporting event that they don't care about? He maybe mildly cares about the NBA All-Star game. There they are in the front row alongside whatever, the biggest stars in the world. Barack Obama and Michelle haven't been seen since, Trump put their faces on a couple of apes. They were there. It's always Jay-Z or whatever. And here's Harry and Meghan. Like, why is it that every owner of every team is like, hey, let's give them $10,000 seats in the front row? They are not paying for those seats. But they do know that Billy Bush will talk about only those two. And Trump said, all press is good press, even if you're getting destroyed. But there they are, America's freeloaders, freeloading away, front row at the NBA All-Star game. God darn it. The report is that Netflix has a giant closet full of as ever candles that did not sell and jam. So there's like a Meghan giveaway closet in there. I'd like to be sent some things. Netflix, send me some of Meghan's stuff. We'll all give them to all of you. And then maybe we'll love them.
Before we begin today's discussion, think about how quickly public perception can change. Fame has always been a curious thing. One moment, the world hangs on your every word, doors open effortlessly, and invitations arrive without question. The next, people begin asking whether the spotlight has moved on. In today's age of social media, where every appearance is dissected frame by frame and every photograph becomes a talking point, status itself has become part of the entertainment. And when it comes to former senior royals turned global celebrities, no one seems to attract more scrutiny than Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you enjoy thoughtful royal commentary, celebrity analysis, and discussions surrounding the stories dominating headlines and online conversations, you're in exactly the right place. Grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's dive into a topic that has the internet absolutely buzzing. The latest talking point centers around Prince Harry's appearance at the NBA Finals. Under normal circumstances, seeing a high-profile figure attend one of the biggest sporting events of the year wouldn't attract much attention. But this is Prince Harry, a man whose life has been examined through countless lenses: royal, celebrity, humanitarian, husband, father, and public figure. Every appearance carries its own narrative, and this one proved to be no exception. What sparked debate wasn't merely the fact that he attended the game. It was where he was seated. Online commentators quickly noticed that Harry appeared to be positioned several rows away from the courtside celebrities who often dominate television broadcasts during major NBA events. Almost immediately, social media transformed into its usual battlefield of opinions. Critics viewed the seating arrangement as symbolic, while supporters dismissed the entire discussion as superficial and unnecessarily harsh. For Harry's critics, the moment represented something larger than basketball. They argued that this was yet another illustration of how dramatically life has changed since stepping away from royal duties. Once upon a time, Prince Harry occupied royal boxes at prestigious events, attended state banquets alongside world leaders, and represented one of the most recognized institutions on earth. His status wasn't something he had to earn through Hollywood networking or entertainment industry influence. It came automatically as part of his position within the British monarchy. Then came the decision that altered everything. Harry and Meghan chose to leave royal life behind in pursuit of greater independence and personal freedom. They spoke openly about their desire for privacy, their struggles within the institution, and their hopes for building a new future on their own terms. To supporters, it was a brave decision rooted in self-preservation and the pursuit of happiness. To critics, it was a gamble that risked sacrificing prestige, purpose, and public goodwill for the uncertain promises of celebrity culture. Years later, nearly every public appearance is filtered through that decision. Critics often ask whether the glamorous, influential, post-royal existence that many imagined has fully materialized. They point to business setbacks, fluctuating public approval ratings, and moments like this NBA appearance as evidence that the transition hasn't unfolded exactly as anticipated. Social media users wasted no time turning the situation into a source of humor. Some joked that perhaps the true VIP experience had been misunderstood all along. If sitting several rows back is actually preferable to courtside seating, they teased, then the countless celebrities paying extraordinary amounts for front-row access must have been getting it wrong for decades. Others described the defence mounted by Harry's fans as Olympic-level coping, suggesting that supporters were working overtime to reframe the narrative surrounding the seating arrangement. The sarcasm was relentless. Memes circulated across multiple platforms, drawing comparisons between Harry's former royal privileges and his current place within the celebrity landscape. The phrase, "from royal boxes to nosebleeds," emerged repeatedly in online discussions, used by those who believe the Duke of Sussex's influence has diminished significantly since leaving the institution that once defined his public role. Yet there remains another side to this story. Supporters argue that reducing a person's value to their seating position at a basketball game misses the bigger picture entirely. They point out that Harry continues to advocate for causes he deeply believes in, particularly through initiatives such as the Invictus Games. They emphasize that choosing a life centered around family and personal values may ultimately matter far more than maintaining elite social status or public approval. Furthermore, supporters suggest that critics have become overly invested in finding evidence of failure in every aspect of Harry and Meghan's lives. From business ventures to media appearances, they argue that the couple's actions are scrutinized with an intensity rarely directed toward other public figures. According to this perspective, attending a basketball game should remain exactly what it is: attending a basketball game. However, public perception doesn't always operate on logic alone. Symbols matter. Optics matter. In an era driven by images and impressions, even seemingly trivial details can evolve into powerful narratives. For those already skeptical of Harry's post-royal journey, this moment reinforced existing beliefs. For loyal supporters, it highlighted the unfair standards applied to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Perhaps the most fascinating aspect of all this is how deeply invested people remain in Prince Harry's story. Years after stepping away from official royal duties, he continues to command extraordinary levels of attention. Whether through admiration or criticism, millions remain interested in what he says, where he goes, and what his choices represent. Few public figures inspire such passionate responses from both sides of the debate. In many ways, Prince Harry has become a reflection of broader conversations taking place throughout modern society. Questions about identity, reinvention, privilege, independence, family loyalty, and public expectation all intersect within his story. People project their own values onto the decisions he has made. Some see courage, others see regret. Some see authenticity, others see hypocrisy. The interpretation often says just as much about the observer as it does about the individual being observed. As the online discussion continues, one thing remains certain. Prince Harry's life after royalty will likely remain a source of fascination for years to come. Every appearance, every interview, every project, and yes, even every basketball game will continue to generate headlines and divided opinions. Whether one views his journey as inspiring, disappointing, or simply human, there is no denying its impact on public discourse. So now we'd love to hear from you. Do you believe the internet is reading far too much into an NBA seating chart? Or do moments like these reveal something meaningful about celebrity status and life beyond the monarchy? Has Prince Harry successfully created the independent future he envisioned, or has the transition come with consequences that critics predicted from the beginning? Share your thoughts respectfully in the comments below, because conversations like these are often most interesting when different perspectives come together. Thank you so much for joining us for today's discussion. If you enjoyed this deep dive into royal news, celebrity culture, and the stories shaping public opinion around the world, don't forget to like this video, share it with others who enjoy royal commentary, and subscribe to the channel for more engaging discussions just like this one. Be sure to turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Until next time, take care of yourselves, stay curious, and we'll see you again very soon in the next episode.